My name is Maurice Fallon and I'm a lecturer in robotics in the University of Edinburgh. Space robotics is all of the moving robots that explore in space, whether it's rovers on Mars or possibly humanoid robots exploring in the space station. Well, they're made in different ways depending on the approach or what you want to use them for. So the Mars rovers are wheeled robots, so they're built with wheels and suspension and so on, while the armed robots that are used on the space station are designed so that they can reach and grab things. So the NASA Valkyrie project is a really exciting project. We have 4 universities who have a copy of the Valkyrie Robot, which is a robot that's about 6 foot tall, and it can be used to walk. It's got 2 legs and it can walk and grasp and pick up things. And it's a big collaboration between these universities and NASA to make the robot do things that are exciting, so to do more. For Valkyrie specifically, it needs to get better at balancing. So sometimes it falls over because it leans to one side and then trips. So we're working on algorithms, which are kind of like techniques to allow it to balance better, to know where things are, and then to lean on things if necessary. The robots that we're using are completely not resistant to radiation. So if the robot that we have was sent into space, it would not work. And that's because radiation can cause computers to calculate things incorrectly. And if it calculates things incorrectly, then you get the wrong answer. And the way that is overcome in space is by doing things in parallel. So you'll have 3 computers perhaps calculating something, and if the answers are different, then you might ask it again. And that's kind of how computers in space work. I'm a robotics guy, so I'm really keen on robots. But I think I'm also a human being, so I would really like to see a human being walking on Mars. That would be really great. But to get there, we need to be able to have a full mission that this astronaut can go to space. It can have somewhere, they can have somewhere to sleep, and that requires a lot of resources. So robots are essential to provide those resources. Most all of space research is international. So obviously it's called the International Space Station for a reason. And that's actually a great unifying collaborator. So we have Europe, America, Russia, Japan, and China and other countries that are all collaborating, and it really brings the world together. And in regards to space, space robotics, the complexity of making a robot that's good enough that it can justify the money spent to send it into space requires the collaboration of many, many people. So many, many universities, many, many bodies.
I love answering the question about how do toilets in space work.